Game Boy Play It Loud series. What color is yours?
The arcade classic debuts on your Game Boy. It's Donkey Kong, and it's way better than ever. Challenge the same tough levels, then take it a step further and hit the big city. Kong snagged Pauline again, and you gotta get her back, dude. You gotta make it past disgusting toxic waste, snapping jaws of death, and Kong's killer kegs. Grab your Game Boy and go ape.
Look what's coming to Game Boy. Kirby's back in a sequel to the mega hit original. It's Kirby's Dream Land 2. This time, Kirby has the help of his friends, Kind the Fish, Coo the Owl, and of course, Rick the Hamster. But Kirby's quest to defeat King Dedede is no easy task. Our hero must find the 7 rainbow drops and acquire the mighty rainbow sword to defeat his evil nemesis. It's Kirby's Dream Land 2. Now, the 3D feel of the Super NES is available in the palm of your hand. Check out the hottest game to ever hit your Game Boy, Donkey Kong Land. Our heroes, Donkey and Diddy Kong, face new enemies and exciting adventures as they journey through the jungles in search of their stolen banana hoard. Look for their crazy animal friends like Rambi Rhino and see how deep into the jungle you can venture.
2 more arcade classics in one are here for Game Boy and Super Game Boy. It's Defender and Joust. In Defender, you shield your planet from alien invaders intent on taking hostages. But with accurate shooting and the use of your smart bomb, you can blow everything off the screen. Then there's Joust, where you mount up onto your trusty ostrich and fly head-to-head with the enemy. The object is to turn them into eggs, then gather the eggs up for points. The arcade classics Galaga and Galaxian team up to challenge you on your Game Boy and Super Game Boy. 1 game pack, 2 great games as you defend the universe against nasty alien invaders. Double your shooting power in Galaga, then obliterate pesky fighters with Galaxian for Game Boy and Super Game Boy. Those blasted bugs are crawling all over your Game Boy and Super Game Boy. It's Centipede, Millipede, and the arcade action is better than ever. These classic games feature spiders, fleas, scorpions, and of course centipedes and millipedes that descend upon you with amazing speed. 2-player alternating mode lets you share this fun in this great 2 games in 1 game pack. 2 great arcade classics return to the Game Boy and Super Game Boy in 1 great game pack. It's Asteroids Missile Command. Play Asteroids in either classic or enhanced mode as you blast your way through the universe. Then grab the controls of Missile Command and defend the cities of Earth from impending doom. They're even more fun in 2-player mode. Jump out of your shoes and into the game with the high-flying antics of College Slam, now for Game Boy and Super Game Boy. You control the excitement and rivalry of college basketball, featuring your favorite college teams as they battle it out head-to-head into March Madness and the National Championship. Swish a 3-pointer, then glide through the paint for a finger roll layup. And of course, dunks abound as you take it to the hole and power it in with moves like wicked reverse slams, spread eagle crams, and high-flying jams that shake the entire arena. It's back to school time with College Slam.
Grab your Game Boy or Super Game Boy and dive into the forest world of Disney's Pocahontas as you help her find the path to peace. English settlers, including John Smith, have landed on Powhatan land in search of gold, and trouble is at hand. As Pocahontas, you must venture through your natural surroundings, gathering special powers by assisting the animal friends of the forest. Deer power gives you speed and jumping skills. Wolf power makes you stealthy and invisible to your foes. And the bear scare power lets you frighten any of the settlers. Miko the raccoon is your constant companion through 3 different acts with countless challenges and paths to explore. But hurry, you must save John Smith before war breaks out, and you only have until sunrise.
Nintendo's King of the Fighter games for Game Boy and Super Game Boy features 10 awesome fighters, each with incredible special and combo moves that are designed to devastate. Perform multi-hit combinations to earn bonus points and disable your opponent. It's a killer game. It's Killer Instinct.
Okay, Tetris addicts, now there's a new twist to the classic Russian puzzle game, and it's a blast! Tetris Blast! Complete a line and it disappears, but now bombs are included, so if you complete a line, it explodes, destroying all the blocks in its area. Place 4 bombs next to each other to form a square, creating a mega bomb which explodes a larger radius. 3 different modes test your skills. Training mode shows you the ropes. Contest mode begins with a pattern of blocks already on the playing field and features unlimited levels. And fight mode pits you against 8 different enemy characters, each with their own harassing abilities. You'll have a blast with Tetris Blast!
This is an emergency Nintendo news flash.
Let's go live to Vic Andrews, who is with a few Nintendo players who are experiencing the Super Game Boy for the first time.
Vic!
Well, John, this story is breaking fast. When I first arrived here on the scene, I hadn't even seen a Super Game Boy accessory, but I quickly learned how easy this revolutionary product is to use. Let's take a look. You see, it's really quite simple. Take one of your Game Boy game packs, and that's easy because there's over 350 different titles. Then you insert that into the Super Game Boy cartridge. That looks like a Super NES game pack, but with special adapter electronics inside. You put the Super Game Boy accessory directly into the Super NES system, like so, and you play your awesome Game Boy games in color on your TV. You can choose from pre-programmed colors which the computer chooses, or you can customize your own colors using the color palette. Now that you've colored the game screen the way you wanted, you can choose from 9 different border frames which surround the game screen. The borders even animate.
I love the borders because they're all animated. Super Game Boy! Great colors.
The borders are cool. Border mania.
Now I got a ton of games I can play on my Super Nintendo.
Well, see, what's cool about the Super Game Boy is that you are the designer. You have total control over how your game looks. And yes, it is very easy to use.
This emergency Nintendo news flash was brought to you by Super Game Boy from Nintendo.
The only thing Ken Griffey Jr. enjoys as much as playing baseball is playing video baseball, especially when the game is Ken Griffey Jr.'s Winning Run. This computer-rendered game features ACM graphics and incredibly realistic player control and action based on Griffey's real-life Major League skills. The stadiums are real. You're out. The teams are real. And Ken Griffey's power is definitely real.
Grand Salami!
Battery-backed memory allows you to play a full 162-game season as well as 3 other awesome modes. It's as real as it gets without actually signing a contract.
You're out.
It's Ken Griffey Jr.'s Winning Run. Kirby's back again in Kirby's Block Ball, and our bouncing buddy must ricochet off all kinds of nasty enemies while avoiding the evil spikes. Kirby bounces off of walls, blocks, enemies, and other items as he clears each level and bonus levels while collecting power-ups and extra lives. It's Kirby's Block Ball for Game Boy and Super Game Boy.
This beast is bigger, with hairier levels, monster graphics, and a new prime mate, Dixie Kong. It's ready and waiting for your Super NES. Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest. It's even tougher than the original.
I've really noticed that we've got like the core group of gamers online. They live Nintendo.
It's really cool in the chat rooms. We sit there. If you have a game question or anything you want to pose to us, we can answer, game questions, code questions.
Yeah, what's great about the bulletin board is it's like these kids have the chance to be their own gameplay counselor and help each other out with the codes.
What do you think about special guests in our chat rooms?
I love it. We had Griffey, #1 sports star.
Yeah. We had almost the same amount of people as Bill Clinton had online.
Literally, they want to know what happens before it happens.
So you point and click on the What's New button, and it tells you any new kind of stuff we put in the area. So.
Well, what I like is the Play It Loud area. All the contests are put there. That's where the Loud House is.
The Loud House is there 3 hours every weekday. I mean, we're starting at, 4 p.m. Pacific time. We run straight through 3 more hours. 1, 2, 3, we got all 3 counselors. Got a question, it's gotta be answered.
Well, the cool thing I like about the Loud House is the fact that it's kind of free form. We get to do whatever we want to do with it.
If you have a game question or anything you want to pose to us, we can answer, game questions, code questions. If you want to just chat, we can just yab.
It's our chance to really kind of just say, hey, today we're going to do this and go with it. And there's really no rules, no preconceived notions of what's going on. We get to pick. And I love the freedom that's involved with that.
It was supposed to be a game! Puzzle game? Tetris Blast! I didn't know it was full of bombs! Mega bombs! We never even saw it coming. Where'd everybody go?
killer instinct. Playtime is over.
He's the epitome of evil. And he's on the prowl in the third dimension. It's Wario. The diabolical one has gone 3D, where evil runs deep and danger comes out of nowhere in the most incredible adventure ever seen on Virtual Boy. It's Wario Land, a 3D game for a 3D world.
Wait till they get a load of me!
Super NES, quite impressive. 16-bit with superior graphic resolution, custom CPU and PPU chips allow multiple layering and depth. Only Nintendo has real-time Mode 7 scaling and rotation for wraparound tracking action. In fact, when you buy the Super NES Donkey Kong set, you get the control deck, one Super NES controller, and the Donkey Kong Country Game Pack included. Okay, let's talk Game Boy portable power. There's the Game Boy Tetris set, which comes with stereo headphones, Tetris Game Pack, Game Link cables so you can link with a friend, and batteries are included. Now, suppose you just dyed your hair green and wanted a Game Boy to match, huh? No problem. Play It Loud series Game Boys, available in 5 new looks, and they all come with batteries.
Enter the unique world of virtual gameplay with Nintendo Virtual Boy. The first 3-dimensional stereo immersive 32-bit video game system ever. Virtual Boy is so advanced it can't be viewed on conventional TV or LCD screens. Virtual Boy comes with the Mario's Tennis Game Pack, featuring a 3-dimensional court with depth that only Virtual Boy can deliver. Play singles or doubles in either 1 or 2-player mode. Nintendo Virtual Boy, a 3D game for a 3D world.
Nintendo Power is the official source of gaming information from Nintendo.
One of the things that I think distinguishes the magazine in a lot of ways are the graphics and the maps.
Classified information, the most popular feature in the magazine every single month. Codes, weird, wacky, wonderful, strange, cool, amazing.
Some of the other things that we see in the magazine that really grab people's eyes are the in-depth interviews that we do. For instance, going down to Angel Studios and seeing Ken Griffey, and it's intense. I mean, that's cutting edge.
Packwatch, upcoming stuff, insider info, stuff in development.
Player's Pulse gives a chance for the readers to speak out. Whether it's good or bad, we print it.
It's a hot mag. You gotta subscribe.
All the information Player's Guides have.
If you want to talk about strategy, I mean, these things are really packed. And I mean maps galore. Every single stage of the game they'll go through, pick it apart, give you all the hottest tips.
Every stage, every item. It's all here.
Nintendo Consumer Service can help you with product release date information, general questions you may have, system setup help, or with ordering Nintendo Power Magazine and player's guides filled with the tricks and tips from the pros. And for recorded information about games, call the 24-hour Hot Title Game Info line at 206-885-7529. Or for game counselors' tips on games, you can call 1-900-288-0707. This is a pay call at 95 cents per minute. Callers under 18 must have parents' permission. Nintendo's gone totally cyber. Connect online with game fans from all across the country by tapping into Nintendo Power Source for all the latest game info. Call 1-800-255-3700 for more information. This Super Mario role-play game combines the best of action games and the best of role-playing games with Mario. It's Super Mario RPG, Legend of the Seven Stars. Mario's greatest adventure ever takes place in a dimensional world that pulses with life, adventure, and danger. 32 megs of power provide cool rendered graphics as Mario searches for Princess Toadstool, imprisoned by Bowser, King of the Koopas in Koopa Castle. Mario almost reaches the princess, but victory is snatched from his grasp as a giant sword named Smithy plunges through the Star Road high above the world and into the castle, flinging our hero and all others far apart. Mario comes upon an orphan, Mallow, and Gino, a mysterious entity who must collect the 7-star pieces that fell to Earth after Smithy plunged through the Star Road. But there are enemies everywhere, and Mario and his companions must battle all kinds of evil challengers. Help Mario gather special weapons along the way and use his superior jumping skills to defeat enemies. Will Mario and his friends find the 7-star pieces and make their way home? You control their destiny. It's the exciting sequel to the best-selling video game of all time, Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Kong Quest. Donkey Kong's been ape-napped, and it's up to our pint-sized hero, Diddy Kong, to rescue his old pal from the clutches of King K. Rool and his gang of baddies. But Diddy's not alone in this new adventure. He's brought along Dixie Kong to assist him in this battery-backed 32 meg super challenge. The same advanced computer modeling technology that gave Donkey Kong Country its incredible depth and graphics returns in Diddy's Kong Quest in amazing all-new levels like Windy's Well and Chain-like Chamber. Plus, keep an eye out for great new rendered characters. It's time for the ultimate adventure in video games with Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Kong Quest, only for the Super NES.
Super Mario is back in action on your Super NES. Yoshi is the focus of this awesome 16 meg game, and it's non-stop action through more than 60 wild levels in Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. The twin Mario babies were being delivered by Stork when they were ambushed, and one of them was kidnapped by the terrible Kamek from the Koopa Kingdom. But baby Mario fell to Yoshi's Island and landed right on Yoshi's back. Now it's up to the Yoshis to reunite baby Mario with his twin and get them back to their parents. Yoshi can even morph into useful vehicles. Yoshi's up to the challenge, and he and his family take turns protecting baby Mario by swallowing up enemies, turning them into eggs, and shooting them right back. It's great animation, graphics, and gameplay with battery backup in Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island.
It's 32 megs of arcade-style killer instinct for your Super NES. Nintendo's King of the Fighter games features 10 awesome fighters, each with incredible special and combo moves that are designed to devastate, like Orchid and her Firecat, Saberwolf's Flaming Bat, or Spinal's Bone Shaker. The action and player control is fluid and lifelike. Achieve multi-hit combinations to earn bonus points and disable your opponent. The amazing graphics were created on SGI computers, so select a realistic warrior and play against the computer or against a friend in 2-player simultaneous mode. Killer instinct for your Super NES.
Jump out of the building and into the game with the high-flying antics of College Slam for your Super NES. You control the action as you pitch your favorite college basketball rivals head-to-head into March Madness and the quest for the national championship. Break out your best moves as you pass. Shoot the long jumper. And slam dunk your opponent off the court. Mega dunk! Make 3 consecutive shots and you're on fire. It's the hottest in hoops action with College Slam.
From Disney Interactive, Toy Story, the video game for Super NES. Maneuver Woody through breakthrough 3D environments in 18 action-packed stages and 32 megs of totally hilarious gameplay, including a Code Red recon mission, a rampaging Rex, a Buzz Lightyear boss challenge, Pizza Planet, Mutant Toys, and Scud. Toy Story the video game. You won't believe it's 16-bit.
grab your clubs and spikes because now you can walk up the 18th fairway beside the best players in golf. It's PGA Tour 96 for your Super NES. It's the granddaddy of golf games with 8 TPC courses, 3 new tournaments, and 7 different play modes. Practice, tournament, skins challenge, match play, shootout, driving range, and putting green. An updated roster features 10 PGA Tour pros, each with a signature digitized swing. Play the computer or go head-to-head with your own foursome. It's links action like you've never played. It's PGA Tour 96. Are you prepared to experience the most realistic mat action ever? Then you're ready for WWF Raw. All the greatest superstars of the World Wrestling Federation are here. 7-foot-tall Diesel, luscious Luna Vachon, the massive Yokozuna, and more. Battling it out one-on-one or in tag team action, waging war in a 6-on-1 bout, taking part in a brutal Royal Rumble, or mastering a 4-on-4 Survivor Series. No matter how you play, WWF Raw provides the grittiest action ever seen. Inside or outside the ring, unleash spectacular aerial maneuvers and use incredible mega moves to batter your opponent. It's all new, all action, all raw. It's WWF Raw for your Super NES.
Donkey Kong is back in this awesome 3D adventure. It's Donkey Kong Country. 32 megs of power deliver the most incredible graphics and sound to hit your Super NES. It's the first video game ever to be completely rendered on SGI supercomputers. You've never seen graphics like these before. With their quick moves and amazing aerial acrobatics, our monkey duo traverses wild jungles with detail never seen before. It's Donkey Kong Country, and only Nintendo's got it.
Mega Man blasts his way back to your Super NES in Mega Man X3. A new virus is spreading through Doppler Town and Maverick Hunter units are on full alert, shooting for you. The action is wilder than ever as you battle 8 unbelievable new enemies bent on destroying the human race. Amazing new levels seem never-ending as you tangle with the likes of Tunnel Rhino, Neon Tiger, or Toxic Seahorse. Switch from Mega Man X to his longtime partner Zero and recharge by collecting energy tablets. Then search out armor capsules and robot ride armor, each with different capabilities and functions. Defeat the dreaded Dr. Doppler in Mega Man X3 for your Super NES.
Kirby's back in a 3D mini golf adventure. It's Kirby's Dream Course, so get ready to tee off. King Dedede has stolen Dreamland stars, and Kirby has to get them back by traveling through 8 different golf obstacle courses, using 10 different power-ups to battle his enemies. There's the eerie UFO, the twirling tornado, the needle power-up, and many more. Outrageous hazards and warp zones keep the surprises coming, and when all but the last enemy is defeated, that enemy turns into the cup. Drop Kirby in the cup to move to the next hole in this 1 or 2 player challenge. It's Kirby's Dream Course for your Super NES.
In the tradition of Final Fantasy comes a role-playing adventure game which encompasses the future of the entire universe. You are Chrono, chosen by the spirits to save the world from ultimate devastation. If you don't restore the order of time, the entire future of mankind is doomed. To do this, you must change the course of history using different weapons and items to defeat strange enemies and foes which you encounter on your quest. But be careful. Any changes you make to the past ripple forward and affect the future. In fact, there are 10 different possible endings. This 32 meg adventure offers cool Mode 7 special effects, 6 different characters, and battery backup to save your progress.
One of baseball's biggest stars is now playing on your Super NES. Step onto the mound with Frank Thomas Big Hurt Baseball, featuring 30 teams, real players, and a home run derby to test your power. Play a single game or an entire season and pitch, play the field, and blast your way to the championships. They don't call him the Big Hurt for nothing. It's Frank Thomas Big Hurt Baseball for your Super NES. Above the Rim Antics is where it's at on your Super NES with NBA Live 96. NBA Pro Basketball will never be the same as you create and edit your own players and put them into the game with the pros. You pick from all 29 NBA teams, including the new expansion cities, as you drive the lane and score. Block shots on defense. Make the key pass and slam it home. Even control strategy. And there are replays. NBA Live 96. It's a slam dunk.
The superhero of all superheroes is back on your Super NES, and the adventures are wackier than ever. It's Earthworm Jim 2, and our strange friend has a new task ahead of him. It appears that Jim's nemesis, Psychro, has kidnapped Jim's girlfriend, Princess What's-Her-Name. So Jim must hunt Psychro through some strange levels using bizarre powers that only Earthworm Jim could possess, like the Snot Swing. Or heavy pigs. Will Jim find his princess in time? Who knows? But one thing is certain. Earthworm Jim 2 is... way cool!
A young boy and his dog are propelled into a fantasy world, and with his wits, weapons, and strong will, the boy finds adventure as he searches out the secret of evermore. This 24-meg role-playing adventure game pits you against the elements as you attempt to unravel the mysteries of this strange land and return to your world. Use weapons and other acquired items and battle your way through unusual opponents and enemies. Can you uncover the secret and return home?
The mesmerizing force of Tetris goes virtual. It's 3D Tetris for Virtual Boy. Three-dimensional blocks and rotating planes make this Russian puzzler the ultimate 3D challenge where quick response and strategy rule. Earn bonus points when you clear a level and really rack them up when you clear 2 or more levels simultaneously. 3 difficulty settings let you customize the game for players of all ages, and battery-backed high-score memory saves your progress. Get Tetrisized in a new virtual world. Get 3D Tetris for Virtual Boy.
A 3D game for a 3D world.
It's 3D action that spares no thrills. It's Nestor's Funky Bowling for Virtual Boy. You control Nestor or his twin sister Hester as you strike, spare, and pick up the toughest of splits. Bowl right or left-handed, either solo or against a friend, and follow along with frame-by-frame scoring just like real bowling, but in Virtual Boy 3D. 3 different play modes, practice, bowling, and challenge let you test your skill to the fullest. So grab a polyester shirt. It's time for the most realistic pin action around with Nestor's Funky Bowling for Virtual Boy.
A 3D game for a 3D world. Hold on to your senses as you pilot a futuristic starfighter in a battle for mankind. It's vertical force for your Virtual Boy. Blast your way into another dimension and onto the virtual frontier as you battle an endless onslaught of enemy fighters and special attack droids. Collect power-up items like lasers and shields to enhance your weapon systems. Vertical force for Virtual Boy. A 3D game for a 3D world. Virtual Boy takes you into the world of 3D video gameplay in Wario Land. You team up with the devious Wario in a virtual underground world. Multidimensional caves challenge you as you seize different hats which give Wario different powers. Attempt to seize the riches of this underground world and escape with the key to freedom. A 3D game for a 3D world.
Grab your portable Virtual Boy and enter the virtual realm of 3-dimensional pinball in outer space. Galactic Pinball is your chance to save the world from alien invaders. 4 spacey 3D games to challenge you, and special features keep the action intense with 3D Galactic Pinball for Virtual Boy.
A 3D game for a 3D world.
Red Alarm is a challenging high-speed battle where you control futuristic spacecraft against 3D alien attacks. Use a variety of galactic weapons and see different views of battle as you attack strange invaders. An awesome 3-dimensional challenge, Red Alarm for Virtual Boy.
A 3D game for a 3D world. Get ready for explosive 3D puzzle action with Bomberman in Panic Bomber. Blast your way through 4 worlds of searing enemies and bombastic bosses as you rotate rapidly falling blocks and move them from side to side. Line up 3 of the same blocks and they disappear, but watch for other explosive elements that may blast onto your screen. A 3D game for a 3D world. It's a 3D adventure which puts Mario to the test through a towering maze chock full of evil enemies. It's Mario Clash for your Virtual Boy. There are hazards at every turn as you grab shells and fling them at frantic opponents like Thorny, Big Boo, and Paragoomba. The pace gets hotter as you battle in dangerous rooms on narrow ledges connected by pipes. It's Mario Clash for your Virtual Boy. A 3D game for a 3D world.